Well, these are a couple of the samples that I have spun and knit, and I'm making a different color every day and then in a different colorway, and I'm recording what fibers, what colors I've used so that I can repeat the process sort of if somebody wants more of the same color. It's not going to be exact, but the shades will be the same. And so I thought if I keep a record of all of the different colors I've used, then I can reproduce things. And I don't often keep things for myself. So this is a way I'm going to put them all into a blanket throw at some point that I can use or pass on to my kids or something. I'm not sure. Who knows how life goes. These are the balls of yarn that I spun yesterday or the day before. This is the Pantone shades. They're very muted, kind of from pinks to blues. There's a second ball of it. And I'm going to have these for sale in my eBay shop for anybody who wants to buy already made hand spun. And I carded a few of the bats as well, so the bats will be available for those who want to try and spin their own yarn. And then yesterday I spun this up. This is leftovers of the previous carded bat, a little bit. That's this red part, and the blue part is some of these colors. So I'm just going to knit something out of a sample of these today, as much as I can get done, and then so I will have something to show for all of my efforts. Now, I need a basket to sit this in, otherwise it's going to go rolling on the floor. So where is my basket? I thought I was so organized, but no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, basket for wool. Put that in there. Put the samples over here. Well, I think I'll start with the outside. How many stitches was it I was putting on there? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I think it's 25. So when I cast on, I always cast on to 2 needles. It's just something that my mom advised me to do way back when I learned to knit when I was 6, 7 years old. Because then when you pull the needle out, you left a bigger stitch, which is much easier to pick up the stitches when you first start to knit. Otherwise, it all gets tightened up, and it's too hard to form the first row of stitches. But if you make them a bit bigger this time, then you pull the needle out, it all works out and works its way into the knitting. So to cast on, actually I should have that turned around. So the longer piece of yarn is the one that you're going to feed through and make the loop. So that's coming from there. And I wrap that all through my finger. I hold the tension between my 2 fingers. I wrap my thumb around this. I form a loop by crossing this over, and I pull the yarn through. Eight, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. No, I think I did 30. 29, 30. Pull one of the needles out of there. I like to use the double pointed needles when I'm just doing sampling things because it's much easier and I don't lose needles and forget them somewhere, and I just work back and forth. So I'm just doing a couple of rows of garter stitch, a knit stitch. So to knit, I'm holding the tension just between my two fingers here. That's holding the yarn tight. And I pull my finger out and I just pick knit. I open this stitch up from the front and pull the previous one, to pull the one off the finger through. Oh, I didn't do the garter on these other ones at the bottom. Some of them did. Oh well. Who cares? It's all samples that I'm doing right now. It's just to get the colorways. I can see what colors I've spun. Okay, so it's 5. Excuse me. I shouldn't have eaten something crumbly just before I started this. Friend came over with cake. Okay, now pearl. To do the pearl stitch, I put my needle behind the thread that's on my finger, and from the back of the loop, I do a twist, and I pull the needle around through the loop and bring it back out. So from behind, I pull it out and twist it and bring it back in reverse through the previous loop on the needle. So it's just a twist of the wrist to bring it around. And 5 knit. All right, knit row, knit row, knit row. Oh, hello, Tuli. Oh, I better move my stuff out of your chair. Okay, going up. You can sit here. Good. There you go. Oh, now you're not going to. What are you doing? Okay, you're going to lay over there. All right. Don't touch the balls of wool. You going back in your chair? Okay, good kitty. Of course, I turned the webcam off the cat, didn't I? Oh. You can sit there in peace without being on display. You're watching me on the screen, aren't you? been a couple of days since I carded these colors. I'd forgotten what they were. It turned out all right. wow, just streamed 40 minutes. I think I might have made my 40 hours of streaming in 30 days. I think I might have done it by now. Yay! And I think I've done the 25 days and the 30. So I'm going to stop worrying about it for now, and the followers will come when they want to. I'm not going to. I've done my hours, minimum hours, so that's enough for me. I'll just knit and play Warcraft, have fun. How much have I got of this color left? Looks like I'm about halfway through, and then I get to the blue stuff. Okay. Doing. Oh, I started the green. Oops. I don't want to do that. Or do I? Oh, yes, I do. No, wait. Don't get yourself confused. Oh. Unpick. Unpick. Oh no, those are supposed to be knit stitches. Oh, oi. Unpick this. Try again. Knit, 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 knit. Okay. Oh, I did screw that up. Oh, well, better do it right. Okay. Purl, not knit. Okay, I'm going to quit for now. It's supper time here. That's been a very chill kind of knitting day, and yeah, I'll finish this tomorrow. Yeah, that's those colors. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody.